What is that? Is that ice? It looks absolutely freezing out here. Yikes! It's also freezing in the garage too. I sure wish I had a heater in here. I am the Agent Phenom and you watching the best because I'll review everything from A to Z. Let me introduce to you the Shinic ceiling mounted heater. Straight out of the box, it looks like this is a fairly large size heater. And here's the owner's manual. I highly suggest you guys read the warning and also the instructions. And it may produce some arcing, so fire hazard. Do not place it near something flammable. And this is only to be mounted on the ceiling, not to the wall. And for mounting instructions, it's highly recommended to mount it to the ceiling joist. Use a stud finder. All right, you got a mounting hardware right here. And let's take a look at the ceiling fan. All right, so here's the mounting bracket. Okay, it's somewhat flexible to adjust the angle. You got all your holes in here so you can mount it properly. All right, and let's take a look at this. All right, oh, what is this? Oh, look at this, check it out. It's a halogen light built in. So you can do your work in your garage and not in the dark while being heated at the same time. And there you have this super long drawstring, so you can pull it, so you mount it on the ceiling. And a super long cord, and it's probably it's recommended to only use this device in the ceiling outlet. Okay, and of course you have this rotating to, I believe it's 90 degrees that you can adjust. Okay, let's go ahead and install it into the bracket. All right, so I'm in my garage. I'm looking for a good central location where to mount it, something away from flammables. That looks like a good location right here. And the heater will be able to heat up a 300 feet square room. So all you have to do is use one of these anchor finders in the ceiling and drill the holes for the bracket. Now personally, I'm not going to mount it on the ceiling. I'm just going to test it like it is. You simply insert it in here and then tighten it with a screw and the nut and just stack up. This is how it looks like when it's fully assembled. It looks beautiful. And don't forget, you have the 90 degrees vertical tilting to the orientation that you want. I'm actually ready to test this out. Let's go ahead and go to the garage. Alright guys, so I'm inside my garage right now. There's the furnace. And for today's experiment, I'll be conducting it right here. Of course, word of caution, you want to be at least 3 feet away from flammable objects. As you can see, it's connected to the power supply, but before I conduct the experiment, I want to take some temperature readouts. Let me go ahead and take a temperature readout of this room. Let's say I'm just pointing this kind right here. It says about 55 degrees, okay? And let me go ahead and point it at the heater. About 67.3 degrees, all right? So here's how you would turn it on. You just pull the cord until it gets to 1, okay? That's going to gradually heat up. Let that heat up. So there are actually 5 modes. You have low, high, low with the lights, high with the light, and off. Each number corresponds to each mode. Do you see it's already heating up? This is low. All right. This is operating at 750 watts. I can already feel the warmth right here. I mean, it's so high that this won't even read this thermometer. So it's definitely above something like 200 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. Okay, so that's mode 1. All right, now let me go ahead and go to mode 2. This is very warm itself. Now this is high, which uses 1500 watts. So that's the highest peak heat. And by the way, this operates at 120 volts, 60 hertz, 12.5 amps, and 5,120 BTUs of heating power. Now mode 3 is when you have the light working, okay? I think this top one's starting to starting a light too for the optimum heat. See, do you see it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it takes a little while. So let me go ahead and switch to mode 3. This is where you have the light. Don't forget you can adjust the light's angle. All right. Now mode 4, this is low with light. Mode 4 is when you have the high with the light. Okay. In just a couple of minutes of heating on high, let's see what the temperature of the room is at now. Wow, that was quick. And lastly, one more pull, mode 5 is when you turn the device completely off. So you have a whole variation of settings that you can mix and match for your working needs. So this is definitely ideal to heat areas of the house such as the garage, the patio, as long as it's covered, or the basement where it is super cold and you want to do work such as carpentry or work on your car, especially when it's winter, it's super cold. This is a perfect way to light the way and also heat up the room so you can operate at your maximum capacity. So if you are in the market for a ceiling mounted heater, definitely check out the Shinic brand.